Hiya, and welcome back to Heroes Advent, the game that teaches us that falling asleep on a carriage after having a very deep conversation is the greatest method to learn about the world you're in. Where did my cursor go? Oh, there it is. Anyways, let's just hop right in. Oh, okay. You may have seen it earlier, but through here is the central hall. It's where the classrooms and training rooms are. As you can see, they are closed during weekends and holidays. You're free to join the program anytime you want during weekdays. Hang on, let me turn up the sensitivity on my mic. Random artifacts pop up. Oh no, because I'm going to be modding Liar tonight. Just so it all works. Anytime you want during weekdays. So where will I be staying actually? Oh, the living quarters. You can call it the dormitory. It's at the back of the guild building. Just go through the hallway in the back and it should lead you straight to the dorm rooms. Look at your key again in case you forgot what your room number was. Got it. Hey Max, looking good, man. A red dragon approached Max from the training quarters. Huh? Oh, hey Rye. You stepped aside as they greeted each other with a brief side hug. Alright, I'm going to try to figure out this man's voice. Didn't expect to see you around here at this hour. Where are you going?
Oh, just fetching some things for Alex. Oh-ho, who is this cute little guy?
That doesn't feel right, though. That voice doesn't feel right. You tried to glance away a bit when the dragon laid his eyes on you. Hi, I'm Dave. Nice to meet you.
Duh. Well, it's a pleasure getting to know you too, Dave.
Ray winked at you as he placed an arm on your shoulder.
Let's enjoy a cup of coffee sometime, shall we?
Hi! The way he looked at you made you even more flustered. Hey now, leave him be, would you?
You know how it is for me, Max. I'm always into them new faces.
I know, but keep it to yourself, Ray. You'll scare off the newbies. Besides, didn't you say you have some errands to run? Hiya.
Ah, you're right. Well, see you around, Dave.
No, stay out of my pants, Ray. Stay out of my pants. They're my pants. Got them for sale at the fucking Walmart or some shit. Stay the fuck out of my pants, Ray. They're my pants. Mine. Not yours. Mine. You can feel yourself blushing hard from his flirty tone and winking. You stayed frozen in place for a moment even after Ray had left the central building. Come on, Dave, don't fall behind now. Max already took the first corner to the left. Okay, coming. And here we have the guild's food court. After catching up to him, he led you to a large doorway amid the corridor. You looked at the wooden sign hung beside the door. The honeysuckle? Yep, that's the official name. Anyways, the place is open from 5 a.m. to 11 p.m., so you can have your breakfast, lunch, and dinner here. That sounds really neat. You looked around as you followed Max inside. The place immediately reminded you of the school canteen, but instead resembled a traditional tavern more, which you found quite cozy. Good day, boys. The bear behind the counter waved at Max. Everybody at this place seems to know him. Kody, how are you holding up? You know what? I want to give him a southern accent. Swale, and where have you been, Max? I actually miss seeing you here every morning. Just spending some time away from the city. I see. Well, now that you're back, what can I get you? The usuals? Hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up. just cake. Nah, thanks. I already had lunch on the way here. Besides, I'm mostly here to show our new guy around. Max nudged you a bit towards the counter. Hi. Hiya. I'm Dave. Well, hello there, Dave. I'm Kody, head chef of this humble kitchen. My job is to make sure everyone in the Galanteer stays well fed. After all, no army can fight on an empty stomach. Kody said with a bright smile, lifting his ladle for emphasis. So, if you wanted something to eat, just give the word and I'll be sure to whip up a proper meal to fill up that belly of yours. Yes, sir. You chuckled. There was something about his speech that really uplifted your spirits. Now that you mention it, maybe a light snack wouldn't hurt. You know the drill, Max. Just take a look at the menu. Let me know if something interests you, and I'll set you right up. Will do, Kody. Thanks. Max gave the bear a thumbs up before looking to you. Well, that about wraps up the tour for today. You can stay here and have lunch with me, or explore more on your own if you want. I think I'll go to my room first, unpack my stuff, and maybe rest for a bit. It's been a long trip, and, that last nap was not very pleasant. Oh, gotcha. Well, I'll be around here if you need me. See you later, Dave. Okay, bye, Max. Bye, Kody. You left the tavern and found your way through the back hallways, which connected to a different area. The direction plaque at the entrance read Galanteer Residential Quarters. This must be it. But seriously, like, I swear to God, if Kody turns out straight, I will be pissed. Because if he turns out straight, then all that cake is for nothing. Seriously, like, why is it that straight men have nice asses? So he's like me. He's about as straight as a circle. Like straight men with... I should not be talking about that. You took a moment to study the diagram next to the plaque. The dormitory building had 6 floors, each split into 4 main halls with the meeting point in the middle. Not very different from the college dorm I've seen before. You thought, taking a look at the keys you received as you made your way up to the middle stairwell. Based on the number inscription, your room was on the third one on the first left wing of the 5th floor. You breathed a sigh of relief as you finally got inside your room. Straight men with badonks is a sin. It is. Like, why do they need that much ass? You can see why they had to etch all of that info onto the keys. It's quite easy getting lost just wandering around the dorm, let alone the entire guild building. You put your backpack down and turned on the light. Whoa! You decided to... Is that a fucking piano in the corner? Aww. I'm sad now. You decided to look around your room right away. To the right of the living room was a sofa and a coffee table with the wall-mounted flat-screen TV on the left. A marble counter separated the living room with the kitchen, in which was a rather large pantry and a set of dining table. Through the doorway in between the kitchen and the living room was the bedroom. There was a king-sized bed and a wall-hung wardrobe on the side. The bathroom was on the right side of the doorway, which had a small bathtub, sink, shower, and a small closet stocked with cleaning supplies. This is very fancy for a dorm. That's not a dorm. That's a fucking apartment. That's a fucking apartment right there. That is not a dorm. That is a fucking apartment. This is very fancy for a dorm. You thought to yourself as you sat down at the sofa, this room really looked like it belonged to a hotel instead of a school dorm. Come to think of it, so far the guild felt like someone took different buildings in a city and merged them together. Not that you're complaining. The site was rather mesmerizing, even if the layout could be confusing with all the labyrinthine hallways. No, that is a fucking apartment. That shit's gonna cost you, like at least $5,000 a month. And I just depressed myself. You decided to start unpacking for about half an hour, before throwing yourself onto bed. You changed into your shorts and flopped back onto the bed, too exhausted to do anything else. You fell asleep the moment your head hit the pillow. It's like 1K where I live. But granted, I'm planning on getting the fuck out. Don't mind me, just hydrating. Hydration. You woke up after a while. The clock on the nightstand blinked 6:30 p.m. Through the bedroom window, you could vaguely see the sun setting on the horizon. You hopped out of bed, feeling quite rested. The dorm's ambience is not quite as peaceful as Elisa's cabin, but you have a feeling that you could get used to this. After taking a shower, you dressed up in fresh clothes and left the room. The central hall was still mostly empty, only the building staff were seen roaming the corridors. According to the direction plaque, the corner to your right led to Honeysuckle, while the left was the way to the science tower. You already feel quite hungry, but doing some exploring around the guild also seemed fun. Where should you go first? To the Honeysuckle or to the tower? Food or... Okay, I guess we're getting food first. I don't even know, like, where the routes diverge. I should go get something to eat. Can't really explore on an empty stomach. Wait, is Kody a route? Is Kody a route? Is he a route? I need to know this. Kody route. He is a route. Yes. You follow the directions along the hallways. Are we just going to do, like, Kody's route first? Are we just going to do that route first? Because if we are, I'm not fucking complaining. The tavern was already booming with laughter and singing when you got there. There's a lot of people here. Oh, it's the weekends, of course. You can already see familiar faces after squeezing through the groups out front. Max, Kody! You called for them as you approached the bar. Oh, good evening, Dave. You're just in time for dinner. Yeah, I can't wait. What have you two been doing? Ah, we're just catching up. Max just told me you're the hero from the prophecy, eh? Hero in training, Kody. Hero in training. Max said amid his chuckling, taking a sip from his mug. Right, and you're still eating, Max? You took a seat next to him. Just having some light meal after the main course. Max said as he took a bite on what looked like a crispy wonton. That looks good! You could feel your stomach grumbling just at the sight of it. I probably should order something. What's on the menu tonight? Oh, a lot of things. Kody can cook basically any ingredient that comes to mind. Borix, drill, heck, even the Fugita fish. Dave? Just Dave? Yeah, it's Dave. I might have a thing for cooks and southern men. Maybe. Hiya. Max said, giving a thumbs up at Kody, to which the bear chuckled. You speak too highly of me, Max. I still can't beat that lady friend of yours, though. Elisa, well, I'm afraid you still have a long way to go, Kody. Her cooking is really something else, almost like she's been using some kind of food magic. The more you eat it, the tastier it becomes. True that. I kinda miss her cooking already. You decided to take a look at the menu sign above the bar. A lot of the dishes seem to be made from the local animal creatures called beasts. You still don't recognize a lot of their names, let alone knowing what they even look or taste like. From what you've seen and heard, some beasts are quite similar to certain animals and common livestock to your world, while the rest are either a mix and match or just completely alien. Yeah. The flora and fauna of this world is still a confusing topic to you, and you still couldn't make up your mind on what to have for dinner. Maybe you should just go for a random one on the list. You're about to speak up, but seeing how Max and Kody were still chatting away rather heartily, you decided to wait for now. Instead, the commotion at the nearby tables quite caught your eyes for a bit. Oh, what's that? Oh shit, do we want to check on the commotion at the nearby tables? Or just keep going? An amazing astonishing personality. Yeah, that's what Kody has. An amazing astonishing personality. He has a great personality. And a nice ass. Wait, what? He's got an astonishing personality. The eggplant emoji is so loud. Ah, shit. Huh? What's going on over there? Alright. That's enough of the pleasantries. Anything to report, lads?
The travel routes are mostly safe, sir. No bandits nor beasts. Them wildlife can get a little rowdy, though.
You sure you've been patrolling properly? Pretty sure I just seen one today.
Don't tell me he's drunk off his ass already. No, maybe a bit tipsy. Running into one of those things can be scary. What? Really? But I thought those are just rumors. They can't just waltz in on our perimeter, surely.
Oi, keep it down. You want to make everybody panic?
Ah, drat. Good point.
Dave? Kody snapped you out of your trance. Hey now, don't starve yourself trying to go through the entire menu. Oh, you're right. Well, do you have any recommendations then? All of this is making me even hungrier. Hang in there, Dave. If choosing is too hard, you could always go for my usual buffalo steak, medium rare. Max gave you a shoulder pat, his eyes gleaming at that last. Ha, you and your steak. Well, you can certainly go for that, or you could also try the chef's special. Chef's special? What's that? You asked, and Kody suddenly leaned across the counter, closer to your face. It's a secret that you have to find out on your own, he whispered with a wink. You know what? I'm doing it myself. I am doing it myself. Go to horny jail, he whispered with a wink. Ah! I see. You blushed a bit at the gesture, pretending to read the menu as you hesitated for a moment. So, what will it be? What should I choose? Oh no. Oh no. No, mama. I'm worried that it's going to turn out to be like Shoichi's chicken noodle soup. So should we go with Max as usual or the chef's special? You know what? Poll time. Poll time.
The wolf is more difficult to have as love back. The dragon is more easier. The cat is character grow, and the bear is the most difficult route, I think.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, we're having a poll. Alright, oh, shit. Fuck. Ah, fuck. But seriously, how the hell is he caked up? Like, damn. Like, just damn! Damn! Hiya. Hiya. Something... Steak or soup? Something steak or soup. I don't know which one is which. 42 times 10 is 420. Ha. Ha 420. Lols. Hiya. Shit. Fuck. Oh my god, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Soup. Go soup. I get... Hiya. Who's that? Like a cane door. I gotta figure this shit out. I'm gonna do a quick Google. Gonna Google search. Control C, Control V. All right. Oh shit. Hiya. I did not silence my phone, but no, like, hiya, we love it when developers are here. I guess I'll have the chef's special. Ahaha, excellent choice. You won't regret it. What do you mean, what about you? I don't know. Well, good luck, Dave. Hey, don't ruin the surprise. Kody briefly leered at the Malamute. Anyhow, I'll be right back. You took a deep sigh. Dave, you okay? Oh, yeah, it's just... Both you and Elisa told me about how dire the situation here is. But so far, it just seems like everyone is going about their days normally. I'm not sure, Max. Could we really just sit here and have dinner like nothing's happening? Am I even ready for something like this? Could I even become stronger and fast enough to face the... Dave. It's fine. Don't you worry too much. Yes, hello. Hi. Don't worry about it too much. It's good that you actually understand the kind of predicament this land is facing, but look around you. As long as us mercenaries are still standing and able to fight, we'll be alright. So take it easy, okay? I'll be sure to give you basic training and maybe more as we go. Okay. Thanks, Max. No worries. Hey, look, I think Kody is nearly done with your dish. From the counter, you could vaguely see Kody preparing the meal in the kitchen area further in. And even from what little you've glimpsed, you could tell the bear was not messing around when he called himself the head chef. The sizzling in the kitchen clashed with the hectic ambiance of the tavern, and soon enough the enticing aroma of a delicious meal permeated the bar. Kody returned with the dish after a few minutes, and your mouth was already watering from anticipation. Here you go! The bear placed the plate before you when you heard more hollering from one of the crowds on the other side. Excuse me, looks like I have some other patrons to tend to. I'll be right back. Enjoy your meal. It smells delicious! You licked your lips at the thought. What the fuck is wrong with me? The food turned out to be a vegetable stir-fry mixed with several chunks of... meat? You couldn't tell what it was, but it smelt sweet and sour at the same time and felt squishy when you poked it with your fork. The vegetables consisted of broccoli, carrots, and mushrooms, things you were already quite familiar with. What about onions? There were also bits and pieces of what looked like some green octopus tentacles. It wriggled a bit when poked, which almost made you gag. You managed to hold it in. However, since you did not want to be rude, you were always taught to not waste any meals given to you after all. Well, done admiring the food, better eat up before it gets cold. Max said and you felt a little pressured. You decided to take in a spoonful of the strange dish. The initial taste immediately sent chills down your spine. You shivered, struggling to chew properly with how gritty it was. It was sweet, salty, and had a faint metallic flavor to it. You can still feel the tentacles wriggling down your tongue as you tried to bite it down. The mysterious meat had a very strange texture. It looked squishy but was rather crunchy when chewed on. The combination of textures and flavors was very bizarre, and you couldn't bring yourself to swallow no matter how hard you tried. You could still feel bits of the food wriggling as you managed to wash it down with water. So, what's the verdict, Dave? You looked at the Malamute, who was smiling. You had a feeling that he knew about this all along. Yeah! It's good! You nodded up and down, trying to keep a straight face while holding yourself from shivering too much. Oh, fuck, it's Shoichi soup! Shit! What are the ingredients? What are the ingredients? Hang on. Let me guess the ingredients. I'm going to be a little bitch for a minute. I'm going to be a little bitch. Going to be an asshole for a bit. If Shoichi was cooking it, it would contain broccoli, mushrooms, green beans, onions, beef, coffee, protein, sea slug, apple juice, and poorly done Fugita fish. Is that what it's called? Is that what it's actually called? Because if it is, then, Googling that. No. And I don't want to eat frogs. They're too cute. You scooped another spoonful portion to get it over with. After many struggles and quite a few glasses of water, you managed to finish the meal at long last. Well, I'll be. You actually ate up the whole thing. Now that's impressive. Max chuckled heartily, giving you a pat on the back. Thanks! You said amid your coughing. I don't know why, but something tells me you're enjoying this a lot. You looked to Max suspiciously and he only laughed. You sat still for a moment, at least until the gurgling in your stomach has died down. Eventually you looked around a bit, realizing Kody has been eyeing you this whole time. The bear gave you a knowing smile as he shook his head, so you forced a smile and gave him a shaky thumbs up. You chatted with Max for a while until Kody finally returned. Welcome back, Max said, lifting his probably empty mug to greet the bear. Ha, well then, how did you enjoy the meal, Dave? Yeah, it was great. Or decent. At least. You briefly glared at Max as he snickered. I see, and I hope you didn't spoil anything too soon, Max. He did make it through the whole thing, so no harm done after all. Indeed. I'm glad to see my cooking hasn't failed to deliver. Kody gave you another wink, to which you only forced a smile. In fact, consider on the house, a welcoming gift to our rookie here, yes? You rolled your eyes a bit as they laughed. You kind of wondered how much someone would even be willing to pay for that bizarre meal. And sorry for not keeping you company, boys. Things really gotten a bit hectic since one of the waiters left. Kody sat down by the counter to catch his breath. What about your other waiter? Oh, he's taking a day off. Said he had some important events to attend to. The bear sighed. I could really use an extra hand around here. Kody then looked to you. Hey, maybe you can help me in between your training, Dave. What do you say? I don't know, Kody. There's still a lot for him to catch on in order to become a proper mercenary. But it's totally up to you, Dave. We can still train once in a while, even if you decide to help our chef here. Well, I guess I'll give it some thought later. I gotta go now, though. Oh, where are you going? I think I'll walk around for a bit, maybe go to the tower. Yeah, then you might want to give Alex's lab a visit. It's at the Magic Crystal Research Center on the 25th basement floor. Who knows if you might learn a thing or two there. Hopefully I will. Well, I'd better get going. Thanks again for the food, Kody. You waved them goodbye as you squeezed your way back out of the tavern. To the tower! You quickly made your way through the back entrance of the main building. Under the street lamps, the grand archway of the tower soon came to view. On the way to the lobby, you noticed 2 lab people standing by the bulletin board outside. Should we see what they're doing? Should we see what the lab people are doing? Just like, hey lab people, what are you doing? Can I join you? Yeah, let's see what they're doing.
You seen the latest recon reports?
I have. What about them?
What about them? The heck do you mean by that?
Quit your hollering. Remember, it's not up to us to deal with those matters. Leave that to the mercs.
Yeah, right, but you can't seriously tell me that those newfound mutations are one bit concerning.
Oh, it's very concerning, but it doesn't mean much if we can't sample any of that for studying.
Damn, you're right.
You decided to call the elevator right away. The guest lounge was rather empty aside from a few people in lab coats by the couches in silence. Resting by the couches in silence. The elevator arrived almost right away. You pressed the B25 button and the lift descended. I love this music. Just doing a little dance. Oh my god, it's Halloween. Wish I had a friend with me. Every year I'm all alone. I have no reason to leave my home. Bought a costume, that's really funny. But why dress up when I have nobody? Lonely Halloween. Lonely Halloween. No one hears me scream. When you're hanging with the girl and she's looking nice, think you'll wanna smooch her face. But what is the price? Mama just killed a man. Put a gun against his head. Pulled my trigger, now he's dead. Mama, life had just begun, but now I've gone and thrown it all away. Mama, ooh, didn't mean to make you cry. If I'm not back again this time tomorrow, carry on, as if nothing really matters. Think it's gonna be a long, long time till sunshine brings me round to find another man and I'm at home. Oh no, 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 I'm a rocket man. Rocket man, burning at the fumes out here alone. That was Elton John. Yeah, let's get back to the story. I swear to God, we'll be here all night if I keep up with this bullshit. You can see from the side panel that the tower had 40 floors above and 25 below ground. You quite wondered how people could stay and work so deep underground. This felt like a long ride, but before you knew it, the elevator came to a halt with a loud ding. You had arrived at floor B25th, Magic Crystal Research Center. I haven't. A female synthetic voice spoke from the side panel as you stepped out. Aww. Aww. I'm sad now. The music stopped. You looked around a bit. You were at the main hall, judging by the small sign next to the elevator. Before you were several stools and chairs lined along the wall. And in the corner was what looked like a vending machine, though you can't see any snacks or drinks anywhere. To the right was a metallic door, which didn't seem to have a handle. Next to it was a security panel with a keypad and what you assumed was one of those eye scanners. Whoa, that seems pretty futuristic. I probably should not be messing around with it, though. You decided to leave the door be and headed along the hall instead. So far, this underground hallway looked quite like the one in the dormitory, only much less colorful and lively. The only thing that stood out among the white walls are the same metallic doors and the small air vents near the ground and on the ceiling. It was pretty quiet down here. Thought of knocking on one of the doors when you heard familiar voices coming from the end of the corridor. If memory served you well, it was definitely Alex and Ray. They seemed to be shouting or arguing about something. You decided to stay close to the door and listen.
Slow down, Ray.
Here, let me help you get it in. It's quite a big boy after all, probably needs a lot more lube. Fuck this shit, I'm out. 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 Fuck that. Okay, I'm back. Ray said with a hint of tease.
Ugh, no, that's too much. It's not gonna work.
Shh, relax. Just hold it right there. I'll shove it back in, okay?
Fine. This had better be worth it.
It'll fit. Trust me. All right, ready? 1, 2, and 3. You could vaguely hear sloppy noises followed by a much more audible plop. You couldn't picture anything else they could possibly be doing. Have you come at the wrong time? Ah, there we go. See, it goes just right in where it belongs. Ray chuckled and you could hear the links grumbling.
Just shut up and hold onto this side for me.
I got you, don't worry. Now I'm going to start moving. If it's too much, just yell so I can go gentle, alright?
Shush it! Just keep it steady!
You held your breath as the two went silent again. The only thing you could hear was the same wet, sloppy noises. Your face was almost beet red as you tried to contain your thoughts. Should you knock? Maybe they're just doing a normal experiment. Maybe it's not what you think it is! The curiosity is driving you crazy. You pressed your ears against the door, hoping to hear something else other than the questionable sounds, but for some reason the metallic surface you expected wasn't there, and you fell into the lab.
Huh? What was that?
Oh, thank God. Oh, did I forget to lock the door? Dave? What are you doing here? Hiya. I'm sorry! I didn't mean to disturb you guys! You became a muttering mess as the dragon approached. I'll leave right away. You okay, Dave? Calm down. We're just working on this magic piston for a while. Ray pointed to the workbench in the middle of the room, where Alex was holding a contraption shaped like a piston. As more translucent oil poured onto the main tube, the piston seemed to operate on its own, making the same sloppy noises you heard. So that's what it was. You muttered to yourself as you stood back up.
Who is it, Ray?
Alex said, still tinkering with the device. It's Dave.
Dave who?
The Lynx looked up from the desk and thought for a moment.
Ah, the sacrificial lamb, of course. What are you doing here?
Well, Max told me to pay you guys a visit. Maybe I could learn a thing or two by helping around.
Pfft, yeah, right. As if I even have time to kill.
The Lynx worked on the device a little bit more before finally looking up at you.
Listen, I'm a very busy man. Unless it's something very urgent, you'd better leave.
Don't be so harsh on him, Alex. Why don't you come on in and have a seat, Dave?
Hey, hold it there, Ray. What did I say about bringing other people into my private space?
Do we apologize or tease? You know what? Poll time. Another poll. It's the closest that I can come up with. The sorry for interrupting magic is apologize, and yeetus thine blush is tease him. I really like this music. Who did the music? Because it sounds amazing. Okay. I'm sorry, Alex. I'll leave you be if that's what you want.
Oh, trust me, that would be wonderful right now.
Hiya. Okay. You turn around to leave the lab when Ray raised his voice. Come on, Alex! You're just being mean again! This was probably the first time you've seen him frustrated. Are you seriously just going to lock yourself in the lab? When was the last time you even left the tower?
If you want a 100% good ending, you will need to be careful to your choice.
Just look at this place. The dragon gestured around the lab, from the tools and equipment messily scattered around the place to many sheets of paper and photos pinned against the walls and the whiteboards. There's just nothing but work, work, and work. I would probably go insane on my own, and you would too without me around.
Don't be so dramatic, Ray. They're still my official assistant.
Oh yeah, him, Festin, right? Could you seriously call him your lab assistant when the only thing he does is making coffee and doing paperwork at the guest lounge for you? You somewhat expected the Lynx to make a snarky retort, but instead he just remained silent. Or did you send him off again as always? You gotta stop pushing others away like that, Alex. They just want to be helpful.
Look, Ray, even you know I don't want to talk about it.
Fine, but go easy on Dave, will ya? A new face around here could really freshen things up for a change. Besides, you could teach him several things about magic. He's the prophesized hero, after all.
Wait, prophesized hero? Really?
Alex eyed you up and down again.
So he's from another world.
Well, at least that's what Max told me. His lady friend found Dave here in the forest, with traces of dimensional magic found all over his body.
How curious.
You could see the brief glint in Alex's eyes, and you felt a little concerned.
Well then, I suppose you can stay around and help. And do tell me more about this home world of yours, if you will.
Well, thank you, Alex. I'll be sure to pull my weight around here.
As you should.
And while you're at it, you could also help me run some errands for Alex as well. I could use some company. It gets pretty lonely pretty quick out in the field. And I could use a body warmer on a cold night out. Ray gave you a shoulder pat and a wink. Sure, Ray, I'll see what I can do.
Well, I will let you know if I require your assistance, but I suggest you go for now. I'm still working on an important project, and I can't concentrate with too much interference, if you will.
Got it. Well, see you guys later then. You waved them goodbye as you left the lab. Only Ray returned the gesture, however, as Alex gave you a dismissive wave instead as he returned his attention to the contraption at his station. You took the elevator back to the ground floor and left the tower. You ended up wandering the dormitory halls for a while.
It's time to drink water.
Each floor was a small balcony.
It's time to drink water.
You leaned against the railings, admiring the views ahead of you, Stars and constellations of various
time to
shapes and
drink
sizes
water.
dotted the vast night sky. It was simply breathtaking. Perhaps this world did not suffer from light pollution. At least not yet. You were enjoying the calming night ambience when you heard some people talking on the balcony above. Do we want to eavesdrop? I'm gonna check something first. Gonna check something real quick. Gonna eavesdrop on them, but I'm actually curious about something real quick, so I'm going to check first. Uh. Okay then. Well, let's eavesdrop. It feels rude to eavesdrop, but what the heck. You stayed by the stairwell, pretending to just be relaxing there.
And then they just upped and left the town. Didn't even pay me a last visit or bid me farewell.
That's sad. You ever found out where they went?
I haven't a clue. Probably westward towards those island places. Iberia or something.
In this title season? Good grief.
Yeah, so, how's your paw?
Oh, he's okay. His knees seen better days, though. He told me he'd probably bumped or fell pretty hard on the back he took us and fled the day he took us and fled the capital.
Capital? Which one? Palermo or Magna?
Truth be told, I have no idea. I was just a baby at the time, and Pa just couldn't talk about that day again, so it must have been that bad.
Sometimes I just wonder when all this situation will be over with.
Hey, maybe one day it'll sort itself out, and then we can travel to the other places off this continent. But for now, I'd be grateful we even have a place to live to begin with.
I guess, but I'd wait till the other guys to hold off the assembly tomorrow. I need to head into the city districts taking care of some business.
Right. See you around then.
Yeah, take care.
You took a deep sigh as one of them left the stairwell. You weren't really sure what you've learned from these people's conversations, but it sure left you with more questions than you'd expected. You stayed there for a moment longer before going back to your room. After changing into your undergarments and going through your nightly routines, you threw yourself against the bed. You sighed to yourself. The prospect of being a hero and the supposed savior of this land was still a lot to take in, and an even bigger responsibility that you had to bear. Though for what it's worth, you felt like you could be ready for whatever challenges lie ahead, but not until after a good night's rest. You eventually dozed off after letting your mind wander back to the events of throughout the day. Beep, 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 beep. Ugh. The alarm clock slowly pulled you from your sleep as you stuffed your head beneath the pillow. Just 5 more minutes, Elisa. I promise. Elisa? Ah, right, I'm at the dorm now. Beep, 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 beep. You groggily forced your eyes open and took a look at the nightstand where the clock read 5 a.m. Ugh, alright, I'm up now! You stumbled towards the bathroom after switching off the alarm. You washed up for a bit before sitting back at your bed. That conversation you overheard by the balcony was still fresh in your mind. You couldn't help but feel overwhelmed by the gravity of the situation and how daunting it was to be their supposed hero. But first, you already felt quite hungry. You wandered to the pantry and looked around for a bit. Unfortunately, there was nothing in the shelves and cupboards, and the search only made your stomach growl louder. You sighed to yourself to think you were getting used to being woken up every morning with meals ready at the table. This place might look like a hotel, but it's still just a dorm after all. No breakfast in bed or all-you-can-eat buffets waiting for you outside your room. You do remember that you can get food at the Honeysuckle, so you decided to change into your usual outfit and headed there for now. The place was not as rowdy as last evening, and certainly a lot tidier too. You could already see the waiter taking orders from a bunch of hungry mercenaries, while Kody himself was going back and forth between the kitchen and the back rooms. He's already so busy at this hour. It was about 5:30 when you got there, and you wondered if Kody even had enough sleep with such an early opening time. You decided to sit down at the same bar when Kody happened to pass by. "Ah, Dave, good morning." "Good morning, Kody." You promptly greeted the bear. Judging by his apron and kitchen gloves, he must still be in the middle of something. Take it here for the free meal, yes? You nodded as the bear took some jars from the nearby shelves. Do wait for a bit, I'll get to you in a moment. With that, he headed back to the kitchen. After a few minutes, he returned with a bowl and a small plate of sliced fruits. Here we go, this should set you right up for the morning. Thanks, Kody. You're welcome. Now, if you'll excuse me, I still got a bit of work to do. We can chat at later hours, perhaps. Before he could say much, he already left the bar to tend to the other patrons who had just arrived. You looked at the bowl, which turned out to be oat cereal with milk, and you couldn't help but feeling quite glad. Given what you had to go through for dinner last time, this is actually quite pleasant for a change. Perhaps you could get used to this even. You finished up the meal after a moment, already thinking of ordering some actual food next time around. But that would probably cost a lot. It looks like you really do have to pull your weight around here before you could afford fancy things like that. You might give that matter more thought, but that's neither here nor there. You briefly wondered what you should do for today. You could catch up with Max for a start, maybe visiting Alex's lab again, or accompany Ray on his errands. You could also help Kody around the tavern. Seems like you've got some options after all. So who would it be? Ah, shit. It's the route selection. Route selection. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Well, here's the thing. Just to make my life 1.5 billion times easier, we're going to leave off here tonight. Trust me. Trust me. My mind will be fucked up. We're probably going... We're probably going to end up doing Kody's route first. Oh, hiya. Yeah. We're probably going to do Kody's route first. Yeah. Probably going to do his route first. I don't fucking know. You know what? You know what? The Discord server is in the... I don't even know anymore. I don't even know anymore. If you want to vote for the route, I'll probably have a poll in there. I know! Literally everyone is mad. Well... yeah. We're probably going to end up doing Kody first. Stay safe, have a good night, and I will see you all tomorrow.